Welcome in. Best bets and parlays across the board here. Eric Lindquist, Eitan Shander. We got you covered. Free picks and plays from Tails. Yesterday, my friend, did not go according to plan. Our parlay collapsed with Sportside Jacob, and neither of us hit our plus money plays. But as they say on the streets, my friend, you are only as good or bad as your last bet.
Well, my bet right now that I'm sweating has already left, 4 on base, St. Louis, 4 on base. I have the over in that game, and 1-0 in the second. Thank you, Pittsburgh, for at least adding something to the party. But St. Louis, just put some damn runs across the plate against Mitch Keller. My God, they're just they're plate immune is what they are at the moment.
That's no good. That's no good. The good news for us is that we have a ton of free picks up on the free picks page. We're going to look at that, highlight 1 or 2, and save Eric's day from disaster. All right, look at this. Stephen Nover, longtime Vegas capper, is first up on the board here. And there's no win factor today. All right. And that's the first thing you have to look at as he's running under 8. But, Stephen is an old school capper that we have successfully brought on here to Tails, Eric. And you're going to get some detailed analysis at the very least. Tanner Bybee, the Bibs, is on the mound.
Yeah, Tanner Bybee, I think he's been sneaky good this year. And I mean, we talked a little bit beforehand. I kind of like what I'm seeing from him, and I'm not a huge fan traditionally. He has positive regression kind of due for him. He's at a 3.90 ERA, 3.58 expected ERA. You add that to this mix where my biggest problem with Tanner Bybee is that he didn't really pick a lane on who he was. He just kind of threw a bunch of shit at the wall and tried to see what stuck. But at least the 4-seamer, which is kind of the pitch I had a problem with last year, 282 batting average, 283 expected batting average against it. The usage on that has come way down this season. In 2024, it was around 43.5%. This season, 27.8%, which means all these other pitches actually have some implementation, whereas before it was just like, oh, man, you got one primary pitch that's not very good, and we're just trying to find something that sticks. But it looks like the sinker is starting to come along for the ride a little bit. It hits 270 batting average against it, but 227 expected batting average against. So you're trying to, with a sinker, induce ground ball contact any way you can. And Tanner Bybee been a little bit better in that department this season because of that pitch.
All right, so we are on the under 8, tailing Stephen Nover, and then we see Big Smokey. And I love Big Smokey for a couple of reasons, because he's a big smoker, but also this man every morning is on the free picks page posting a detailed recap of what happened the night before. He's on the Giants money line. And you can see a couple of things are working here. The best number over at the exchange, but also highlighting when he got it. 2 units. I didn't even see that. Whoa, Lindy, 2 units from Big Smokey on the Giants taking on the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, that's a biggie. So San Francisco going up against Merrill Kelly today. They haven't really been competitive the last couple, so they haven't used their main bullpen arms, which is one plus that you have when you're looking at a dog where it's like, all right, if this game gets into the 7th, 8th, 9th inning, we're playing just the straight up money line. What does that look like? The other thing is Landon Raup, you don't have to deal with Corbin Carroll in this lineup here at the moment. And he has been doing a pretty good job of inducing some ground ball contact. So I think there's a path. I mean, Merrill Kelly, 45% hard hit, 9.7% barrel percentage. I just get worried because yesterday I felt the same way about Zach Gallen. And Zach Gallen just mowed down San Francisco.
Yes.
Rafael Devers, I kind of joked a little bit on Lindy's last night. How many strikeouts can you possibly have? He had 7 consecutive at-bats that ended in a strikeout between Monday and Tuesday. I mean, what are we actually doing, Devers?
Insanity. Absolute insanity. All right, what are we doing is we're going from the MLB to the WNBA next. It's just the two of us today. We're going to go through the free picks page to highlight a couple of WNBA plays, but we found this 50% MLB boost over at Onyx. And it's one where everybody can play. I mean, you should have access to Onyx no matter where you are. And what would be a show with us without a parlay? So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4th, of course, is going to be Lindy's lock. I don't want Eric to think that just because we don't have a guest means he's escaped the most important thing that we're doing here and showing you that video. So with that said, I will put out for me, and again, this is a 4-leg same game parlay plus with a boost. Game 2 for me is going to be the Washington Nationals on the money line at minus 108 at home against Detroit, as you know, in the second of the doubleheader. I think the pitching matchup works here for me. I don't need to go into deep detail, but you're getting Mackenzie Gore on the hill at home. I'll take it.
4-leg. Oh boy, I've got a couple. So Austin Gomber going to be the first piece of this. This is just disturbing, I know, but Austin Gomber is a guy who came off the 60-day IL. This three starts in now for him. He's gone 5, 4 2/3, and 5. But my big thing to point out is what happens when he gets bludgeoned, because that's definitely a good chance of that happening with a righty-heavy Houston lineup in some of his splits, because being a left-handed pitcher in Coors is probably going to get him annihilated from time to time. He ate almost the entire 5 innings, no matter what there. Ends up giving up 9 earned. 9 earned, they left him on the bump. 13 fly balls, 4 2/3. You still almost cashed that ticket. And now I'm getting minus 140 for him. What happens if he actually pitches well one time? This is just one of those, square peg, square hole type things. And I know it's a little bit juicy at minus 135, minus 140, but Austin Gomber over 14.5 outs, my favorite play of the entire day.
All right, play 2 for me. It's a parlay, so I'm going to take a little liberty here. I know the current line is over 1.5, but I'm just going to get one hit from Matt Olson in this lineup, in this matchup tonight against who? Yusei Kikuchi. Now, granted, I think there's an opportunity for Kikuchi to do some work here, but Olson just getting us a hit is all we need.
All righty.
We had to.
We just had to throw it in for the people there. You say Kikuchi, I say Kakachi. It's going to be beautiful times, friends. We are going to fire him up for 5.5 strikeouts, getting plus money attached to it too. You could make this the plus money play of the day if you wanted to, but 24% K rate, gets to go up against an Atlanta team that against Southpaws, right around a 24% K rate, only an 82 WRC plus. You neutralize a little bit of Olson. They've been putting him up in the 2-hole against lefties. It's kind of weird to me. But you're getting Sean Murphy, 31.1% strikeout rate. You're getting Austin Riley, 27.8% strikeout rate. You're getting Acuna, 27.3%. Those are 3 of your top 5 hitters. And while they all have crazy power, they also strike out a bunch. Yusei Kikuchi, over 5.5 strikeouts, lock it up.
There we go. Parlay's locked and loaded. We'll tweet it out at Eric Lindquist, at Shander Betts. You mentioned the plus money play of the day. Here we go. Last night was not good, although technically I voided. So maybe I live to fight another day.
You know what? I had a lot of plays for, to get all of my good ones, my CLV ones that ended up getting voided with the rainouts. And then only lose 1.5 units. Again, it doesn't sound great in actuality, but I will take that on a day like yesterday where nothing was going my way. Hit both totals to finish it out there. Riley Green goes yard. So that lean comes to fruition. Just bet my lean home runs. Good Lord Almighty. This model is just a joke.
This is a recorded show, sir. People are watching this thinking after the fact. Well, you're this is like the Twitter algorithm showing you the home run play 20 hours later. What's your plus money play of the day or maybe the week? Depending on where you want to go.
I don't know. I'm just so tilted. I just had to get sad and auspiciously quiet there. Where do we want to go in the plus money department today? I don't know. Where do you want to start it off? Because I have a couple of things. Obviously, home run's a big part of what I do over in Tails and also over on the socials, just tracking everything every single day for the people. Exchanges obviously make life very easy for everybody involved there. But Dylan Cease in the second game here against Philly. Can we run that one up? Because Dylan Cease strikeout profile against your Phillies, it looks really good. And I think I think we could get a watered down lineup based on how this first game goes.
All right. Dylan Cease, 6 Ks?
7, 8. We could really push that one, I think.
Let's go 7. Let's get you back in the winning circle here. Go 7K so I don't get accused of forcing you into a Joe Ryan situation like last night. All right.
Yeah.
For me, I've already put this up here on the Discord. So if you're in Lindy 5, of course, gets you in. Eric will tell you all about that one. But I ran a top 10 with my Bet365 boost Here it is. Alex Smalley, top 10 plus 475. That's boosted on a 30% profit boost. This is a guy who can easily, I think, in these conditions, which are going to be favorable to anybody that's able to score, can get to that 20, 22 under to win this. We've seen him hover before. He had that unfortunate ending as Sepp Straka just mowed him down from behind. I think Smalley is comfortable. He has had success here, and it fits the mold of somebody who understands you got to go in and be aggressive with 15, 14 type foot putts. Love Smalley, top 10 plus 475 boosted. That's mine. All right.
Love. I mean, Alex Smalley's just sneaky good. And for the people that aren't aware, Alex Smalley is going to be around for a while because it's just consistency. And I get it. It's the John Deere Classic. I've played this golf course a bunch, the border of Iowa, Illinois, back when I was in college. And even before that, when I was in high school. But John Deere Classic still got a special place in my heart. Not many others. But boy, you need to make birdies. Go make birdies in bunches. And that is the Alex Smalley way.
I look forward to him being dead last after one round.
Yeah, three over at something, enjoy, which is kind of like shooting 20 over at a U.S. Open if you shoot 3 over at TPC Deer Run.
Lindy 5 gets you in your first week. You see it, just $5 at Eric Lindquist, at Shander Betts. Anything you want to say to the end of the people? It's all yours, friend.
Yeah, the Dodgers are going to absolutely eviscerate the Chicago White Sox, the likes of which you have never seen a bludgeoning that is incoming tonight. So get on some Clayton Kershaw, get on some Dodgers, and we'll see you tomorrow.